lawn maintenance can take a lot of time and be a bit of a hassle. Getting a robot lawnmower is a great way to take some of that off of your plate. But when you have a complex yard, or you've got, just don't want to mess with it, you just want to put it down and let the mower take care of it for yourself, then you need something to handle that. And this will do it. This is the TerraMow V1000. This thing isn't going to handle acres of your yard. It's not going to do anything like that. It's not all-wheel drive, but it is very smart, very capable, mows a really nice carpeted lawn, and you don't have to do anything. Literally put it down, say go, and you're done. This thing's really cool. Now, I've been using this thing for about a month and a half now, and I've got it set up in a section of my yard where it's pretty well defined, and that's for a reason. While I don't have a lot of sections of my property that has defined boundaries from whether it's a sidewalk, a wall, pavers, or something like that, there isn't a whole lot of that here on my country property. However, I've got a section of my lawn that I've tested the Eufy E15, and it's a vision only, no RTK, no Lidar, none of that stuff, and it did well. So I wanted to see how the TerraMow V1000 would handle that same section of yard, and it's done wonderful. It's really cool. So the interesting thing about this mower that separates it from all these other mowers, like the Mammotion Luba 3, the Luba Mini 2, the Navimow X450, the Works, the Mova, it changes, it's different from all of those in many ways. We don't have Lidar, we don't have RTK. This is done completely using vision and AI. So on this, on our TerraMow V1000, we got a pretty cool system. We're working the TerraVision system here, and this is what this is. We got triple camera set up, as well as a bunch of different sensors in this. This is using onboard AI to map your yard, see what's going on, decide where the boundaries are, where the safe areas are, and take care of it all on. And it does a really good job. I've used a bunch of different motors. A lot of those motors I named off uses Lidar and vision, things like that, to auto map your yard and avoid obstacles and stuff like that. And they do a good job. But when you rely solely on that, it better be really good because you have no fallback. And TerraMow's been really good. I'm super surprised at how well this mows and how good a job it does avoiding obstacles and defining places to mow and not to mow. Now, I've got a section of my yard where I do have this mowing. It's my gravel driveway, and it is not clean at all. It's wavy and wobbling all over the place. So it's really interesting watching this thing try and navigate those boundaries and set that up to give it an area to mow. And it really did a good job. It isn't fast. Now, it's not going to mow this quickly or map it quickly, either way. This is not a fast mower, and that's fine. I don't care. I just want my yard to be cut. So setting this up, it's really simple. You get in your map, or you get into your app, you get it added in, and you set it up. Doing that, you add the device to your app, to your account, and then you put it in your yard and you tell it to go. Now, if you're mowing a different section, if you got a separate area, you got your main yard, and you say you've got a section that's separated by a sidewalk or a walkway or something, you want to mow that. No problem. You haven't mapped the first section. You'll create a pathway telling it how to get from section A over to section B, and it'll travel across that. And once it gets over there, you draw that map, you set your start and end point. When it reaches the end point area, it'll use its cameras and say, hey, I detected a lawn, we can go and start now. And then you hit go and it maps it out and you're done. Really cool system. Now, to do this, I did have to make a fake wall on part of my yard using some bikes and a ladder and things like that to divide off a section of my yard. But the nice thing is, once that boundary is defined, it's not there any longer physically, but it remembers that that boundary was there and it doesn't cross it and try to map a new area. So it's really helpful that it's intelligent enough to recognize that it needs to stay in its already predefined area and not try and create more. Doing that, it does a good job. We're not going to be cutting, like I said, we're not cutting massive points of yard here. This is only rated at 0.3 acres, so quarter acre-ish. So pretty small yard. This is great for in-town yards. If you got a section of your property in a fence and it's going to be well defined, you just want to put this in there and let it take care of it and not have to think about it. It's a great option for that too. Do keep in mind though, your cutting height range is only from 1 to 3 inches. So we're not going to cut really tall grass. 3 inches is about where I keep my lawn during the summer when we get into the drier times, but it's nice to be able to cut it lower and be able to have the adjustments. Sometimes I would like to be able to have it go up to 4 inches, but that's a range we got with this mower. Again, this is not necessarily a rural rated mower. We're not talking all-wheel drive. It is rear wheel drive here. We got 2 main wheels in the back and a floating singular wheel in the front, but it does a good job. Surprisingly, it doesn't get stuck much. Now, this isn't going to be going up any major hills or traversing tree limbs or anything like that, but the part of my yard it is in, I've got a bad case of moles around here, and I've got mold tracks and things like that, trees you can see all around me, so the roots and the grass is not even in a lot of places. I haven't had this thing get stuck once. It's really surprising considering how bad some of this stuff is, and it's done a good job getting in and out of it. It also does a good job of recognizing and avoiding the problem areas, and that's part of the intelligence that TerraMow has built into its system here. It's really cool. On this deck, so that 1 to 3 inch adjustments is electronically. You do it in the app, You can adjust how tall and how short you cut your yard. We've got a single cutting disc here with 3 blades. Again, if you've seen any of my other mower review videos, I'm starting to see a lot more mowers with a dual cutting deck, whether not even just a, I'm not talking 2 cutting discs itself, I'm talking a stacked disc. So we've got 3 on the bottom and another set of blades up taller. It does a good job. It lets the mower cut a little faster, and we get better cuts across it because there's fewer areas for the grass to slip through and get missed. So, but without that, it still does a good job. Because it's cut so slow, as far as its travel speed, it does a really good job getting everything cut up and does a nice job with all that. Otherwise, underside is pretty clear. We got a really light rake on the front and back to knock down those molehills as it crosses over and things like that, but otherwise it does fine. Mowing at night, it does have an LED light on it. However, it doesn't really like to mow at night. There's not quite enough light for the vision system to really see what's going on. So it likes to shut down when it gets dark and then come back out when it gets light again. So that does have that on there. We do have a rain sensor on it. So you can set in the app whether you want it to delay rain or delay mowing if it rains, or detects moisture. You can set how long it's going to wait before it starts again. So you get that flexibility in there. Across the top, we've got no screen on this. It's got a ring of lights around here. There's 5 little sections that kind of tells you your battery percentage. It's a status light. It kind of changes colors depending on what's going on. The lights will be full when there's full battery charge, and it'll dissipate as you lose battery. We got our 3 buttons on top: stop, go, and home, or okay, home and go. We got our stop button on the back. Single handle. It's a really well built. It's sturdy for being a relatively small compact mower. There's not a lot of wiggling or wobbling or creaking sounds. It's pretty well solid. It's kind of a fun little design. It's kind of a, looks like a little droid from a Star Wars movie or something. But cutting with has been really great. There's not a whole lot to it. Again, this is not made for all-terrain stuff. This is not going to be doing a lot of hills and things like that. It is a pretty well flat residential style mower, but in that setting, in that scenario, it does a really good job. If you have any questions on this, drop a comment down below. I'd be happy to help you out. There's pretty much nothing to this mower. It's super simple to use. You get your dock, you get it set up, it charges, it knows where it's at, it mows itself, it puts itself back, maps itself. It is a pretty self-sustaining system right here, and it does a good job of what it's designed for. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. Be happy to help you out West any way I can. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I got tons more videos coming out. It helps the channel out a ton when you do that. If you want to make sure you see the video when it drops, you don't have to go track it down, hit the bell icon, and you'll get a notification when it does. Thanks for sticking around. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.